Alright guys, it's just finished in the FA Cup 5th round tie between Everton and Tottenham Hotspur. It finished not one, not two, not three, not four, 5v, not one, not two, not three, but four. 5-4 between Everton and Tottenham. Everton victorious after 120 minutes of football. Anyway, I suppose we better dissect each and every one of the goals. The first one, Davinson Sanchez from a corner. It was terrific glancing header into the bottom corner. And then Everton equalised through Dominic Calvert-Lewin, sort of a half volley shot. It went sort of, I felt Hugo Lloris should have done better with it. He sort of palmed it into the inner side of the net, and that made it 1-1. The second goal for Everton, the one that put them in front, Richarlison, it was a really good finish, laid on a plate for him by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Sadly, DCL Calvert-Lewin has gone off injured in I think it was around the 60th minute, which, I mean, hopefully he'll be back soon. I mean, that's not very good for my fantasy team. And the third goal for Everton just before half-time, Gylfi Sigurdsson put away a penalty fairly easily. He just put it straight down the middle of the goal. I mean, if the keeper saves it, he looks like a bit of a tit, doesn't he? And then just before half-time, another goal. Eric Lamela managed to sort of lift the ball over Robin Olsen into the back of the net. Very Daniel Sturridge-esque finish, I would say. I don't even know what Daniel Sturridge finish is. It just reminds me of like the goal he once scored, really. And that made it 3-2 at half-time to Everton. In the second half, there were 3 goals. The first coming from Davinson Sanchez again. It was just a tap-in right in front of the goal. He was being fouled by Gylfi Sigurdsson, so had he not put it in the net, I'm sure it probably would have been a penalty to Tottenham. And then Everton went back in front through a goal from Richarlison. The commentators made out it was a really good finish, and it was, but it's one of those funny ones where he hasn't connected with it at all well. Like, it looks like it's come off his shin a little bit, but it went in off the post, and it was a good finish, I suppose. Yeah. And then who got the equaliser for Tottenham? Harry Kane, of course. A great bit of footwork from Heung-min Son. He whipped it across the 6-yard box. Harry Kane was at the back post, had it in with a diving header. And then that took it to extra time, and the match-winning goal came from the little Brazilian, not Felipe Coutinho, but Bernard. It was a nice ball over the top by Gylfi Sigurdsson. Bernard did really well to let the ball just go past his body, and he just put it in the back of the net. And yeah, I mean, it finished 5-4 to Everton, as I've already said about 10 times. What a game it was. And I mean, there's been so many good games of football recently. Man United 9-0 v Southampton. Liverpool, Man United in the Cup, the 3-2 to United. What else has there been? The United-Everton 3-3. I'm sure there's been another. It feels like there has. Oh, Man City 4-1 for Liverpool against Liverpool. I mean, a lot of these have cost my club, but who cares? Content is content for the people. And hopefully it continues. I mean, at least that way I'll be able to make a video that isn't just 5 minutes long. And I've got something more to talk about that way. And what I think another thing we've got to talk about is Harry Kane didn't actually come on until the, I'm going to say, 65th minute. I'm not sure exactly when it was, but it was midway through the second half, roughly. And even before then, Tottenham looked solid. It's like a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, Tottenham are nothing attacking wise without Harry Kane," and there is evidence to support that. But today, I felt they were quite good. I felt Lucas Moura made quite a lot of a difference today. I don't know why he hasn't been playing recently, because every time I watch Lucas Moura, I seem to think he is a very good player, and he is. He's proved it at PSG and at Tottenham, especially in that season where Tottenham got to the final of the Champions League. He scored a hat-trick against Ajax, obviously. I think he scored in the game where they lost to City, but went through on away goals. So he's done a lot for Tottenham. Whereas Steven Bergwijn, he had that very good goal against Man City last season. I think it was on his debut, but he hasn't done an awful lot since. Really, I'm struggling to see what he's doing to earn a starting place over Lucas Moura, especially when Harry Kane's not playing. And yeah, also Everton doing very well in the league this season. They could, I think they've got a game in hand, so they could potentially go into the Europa League places, or Champions League. They're only like 2 or 3 points, I think, off a Champions League place. Which, I mean, if you'd have offered that them at the start of the season, I'm sure they would have bit your hand off. And they're even missing a player that people were like saying was incredible at the start of the season, the Brazilian midfielder from Napoli, Alan, and Abdoulaye Doucouré, who else played tonight? Tom Davis. They're doing a brilliant job at filling in for him. Ben Godfrey, who I've actually watched quite a lot of Ben Godfrey in the past. Because he had a year on loan at Shrewsbury, and I'm from Shrewsbury. I go to most Shrewsbury games because, I mean, it's impossible to get tickets for Liverpool games. So second, it's just stick to what you can do, really. And I haven't been to a Shrewsbury game for over a year because of COVID. I kind of miss it, to be honest. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for this video today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.